take a second hitch to the same guy. You move to the next one, and then go.
3rd and 6. He has to step up with his feet and take off, and he has the first down to the 5 and dives to the 4.
Boy, that's surprising on 3rd and long.
Here's 1st and goal, and he's got another touchdown pass with a flag down on Clemens.
Yeah, there's been some bang-bang calls that if you're a Jets fan, you're not excited about. But Dak standing in.
Trying to write a different second-half story this week. They blew a 20-0 lead last week. Prescott's first read was taken away. Able to slip a man, keep it alive. Prescott cuts it back. Dak Prescott, he's got a first down. Almost got sacked. Instead, turned it around and got a gain.
And it looks like they have him in kind of a hybrid role for Gonzalez. Here's Prescott looking to throw a fade for CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Gonzalez would have been on him if he didn't just exit the game for injury, and that is a great ball. A great job by CeeDee Lamb getting on top.
Turpin in motion, heading downfield. Dak throwing that way. Turpin got it! Touchdown! What a play! Speed on display. Cavante Turpin gets the Cowboys on the board.
4th and 1, you can pretty much bet no matter where you are, it pretty much says go for it.
Dak keeps up the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, Tui Pelotu for the Chargers comes crashing off the edge. He takes Pollard, and Dak Prescott does an outstanding job of just reading it out.
2nd and goal. Pressure off the edge. Pollard picks it up. This one for the touchdown, Brandon Cooks. Prescott backpedaling, got it to number 3.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott going end zone, caught for the touchdown, Ferguson. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, fires, caught, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown, Dallas.
Into the foot you're going to cut with, so he leans into the left foot, allows him to cross leverage on Kendrick, and that ball is put.
3rd and 8, 4-man rush. Prescott escapes. Rolling, looking, throwing, caught for the touchdown. Guess who?
Prescott's ability to move and buy time. You're going to see they get beat on the left side. The pressure comes off his left pretty quick, and his ability to buy time. But take a look at the safety coming off his spot. Just stay.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott launching, end zone, has a man, caught, touchdown, Brandon Cooks.
The concern and noise around this Dallas Cowboys offense, and Brandon Cooks, these last couple games, he has made.
On the fake, Prescott lofting, Lamb open, he's got it, still on his feet, now taken down inside the 5, and it's CeeDee Lamb on 4th and 1, who delivers to make it 1st and goal. 3rd and goal, Prescott looks, pumps, throws, it is caught for the touchdown by Turpin. He comes back in and he scores, and the Cowboys grab the lead. Prescott looking, throwing, end zone, he's got it for the touchdown, it's Jalen Tolbert.
Reacting to the movement, you see Tolbert out here. Once Prescott breaks contain to the right, he comes alive in the scramble, and now it sets up a 2.
Bringing the fullback, fake to Pollard here, floating it out for Ferguson, touchdown, Dallas. 2nd and goal. Prescott going for Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, here we go.
Final seconds of the half, 3rd and 9. Prescott flushed out of the pocket. Looking to run. Dak Prescott is in. Touchdown.
Time again, Dak Prescott's ability to extend plays with his feet. You see Thibodeau, he's caught thinking he's held, and I think he's got an argument to be made. You see him turn around to the official and...
Play clock winding down. They get the play off. Protected. Going deep. Michael Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas.
By another rookie, Trey Hawkins. Man coverage. This gold zone area on the fringe of the red zone between midfield and the 25, and he just gives Michael Gallup a shot. It's not terrible coverage.
Yeah, here we go.
35-7 the score. Prescott on the fake. Some pressure comes. Gets hit as he throws. Going deep, Brandon Cooks. He's got it again. Another deep shot to Cooks, and Dak Prescott took a big hit.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking. Throwing end zone. Another one for CeeDee Lamb and a touchdown, Dallas.
If he gets depth on CeeDee Lamb, they're going to throw it to Gallup. That's just a simple 2-on-1 high-low concept. And
Prescott over the middle. Caught for the touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker hauls it in. The rookie has his second of the year.
Vertical, take that inside seam away, but with the timing and the ball placement of Dak Prescott, he can't get over in time.
3rd and goal. Panthers show blitz. They come with it. Prescott floating one for the corner. Caught! CeeDee Lamb! Touchdown, Dallas.
To make you pay. It's just straight goal line man across the board. Everyone's heels are on the front end line.
Here we go.
Going for the big ball. Wide open. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks.
And I want you to watch Cooks right here. He's going to come in and go all the way back out. And just turnstiles the defense right there. You get the motion to see who's running with him, if it's man or zone.
All kinds of time for Dak. Going to the end zone. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have opened this up.
I want you to watch the outside. Look to your right. Look at the O-line in here, actually. Look at this time. You can't throw this ball. No one's around him, Jim. I mean, that's why they can win the Super Bowl.
Pollard again, going to shift back to the other side. Prescott looks, fires back of the end zone.
Of the NFC, and they're all Super Bowl worthy. They're complete football teams.
Cowboys will have the Eagles here December the 10th. There's Dak. Down the middle. He's got Cooks for the touchdown. Oh, it's Turpin. My goodness, Turpin gets the deep ball this time. Devontae Turpin.
Yeah, the speed looked just like Cooks. I thought the same thing, and look at that.
Oh, he's going to do the old Zeke play.
Zeke in Zeke fashion. The turkey leg after this. And what a great job by him. Looking, pump faking, and then firing that ball.
Pollard is the backup, a fullback in the game here. Fake to Pollard. Protected well. Fires. Caught. Touchdown, CeeDee Lamb.
Seen in recent weeks, the movement of CeeDee Lamb creates a favorable matchup. He moves, you see Seattle adjust, and then the inside receiver takes away the safety, and that's why he's able to make that throw.
Pressure. Fires. Caught. Wide open. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. Hawks bring pressure. Get burned.
To bring the backer right here makes it pretty easy to be able to throw to Cooks across the middle, wide open.
Prescott dancing, throwing, caught. 10-yard line. Brandon Cooks. Lamb comes to the left. Looks toward Lamb. Shoulder shake. Throws. That's going to be caught by Ferguson. Touchdown.
Never found the football, so it's tough for him to be able to adjust. I think Dak realized that Adams was lost out there on an island.
Lamb in motion. Prescott looks the other way, then over the middle. Caught. Two-pointer. Brandon Cooks.
Bring full. Prescott bouncing, looking, escaping, throwing on the run. Flag is down as Lamb catches it, takes it to the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag down, and this is coming back.
Into that transition passing game when he doesn't like the first two.
2nd and 6 for Dallas. One timeout left. Pressure on, and as he throws to the end zone, ruled down at the 1 is Cooks. Prescott looking to throw inside for the touchdown with Gallup.
Great job there by C.D. Lamb. That's never going to show up in his stat page, but he just got a touchdown for his partner. There's almost no way with the job that he's done that he's not a head coach in this league next year.
3rd and 5, pressure from the edge. What a throw! What a grab! Prescott, Michael Gallup.
Prescott stands in, can't find anyone. Rolling, gets a block from Pollard. It's a great one, and it springs him for a first down.
How much does Mike McCarthy want to rely on that in these early downs?
2nd down, Prescott quick throw again. Lamb in stride, room to run. He's down inside the 20, makes the move. C.D. Lamb is going to score.
Get completions, continue to change the looks that the Dolphins have to defend.
Lamb open in the flat. Prescott looking to go deep. Has a man, Tolbert. It is. Fight for the ball. Who's got it? Tolbert's going to have it. What a great catch over Xavier Howard, and he hangs on. Miami 19, Dallas 10. We start the 4th quarter, and the Cowboys need some urgency here. Prescott on the fake. Has some time. Can't find anyone. Going to run. There's a lot of room to do it. First down and more, and Dak is down near the 30. 17th play of this drive. It's Prescott. Pressure in his face again. Throwing for the corner. Cooks. Cooks! Does he have it? Touchdown, Dallas! Oh, we're tied.
Let's take a look here. Great job going up the high point the ball. He's got it there. Does he maintain through the ground?
He sure does.
Yeah, he sure does. That's a big-time drive. We mentioned Dak Prescott needed his moment. Was it going to come today? And I'll tell you what, that drive right there, if it holds up, pretty good moment right there for this season.
That was an unbelievable catch and throw. Cooks, who's not a big guy. He's only 5'10".
Now 3rd down and 13. Blitz coming. Prescott able to get out of the end zone. And now airs it out for Lamb. He's got it. He's gone. When he gets there, it's a touchdown, Cowboys. On top.
You know, we've seen on those last 2 runs, he's a powerful guy, and he can run between the tackles.
2nd and 4. End zone. Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys.
On the fake. Pressure on Prescott. Throws it to the corner. It's caught. Touchdown, Dallas. Jalen Tolbert.
In a trail position, Deron Payne, the defensive tackle, is in his face, and he knows he just throws that ball to the inside. Post-bye week, they've been amongst the best offenses in the league.
Prescott can't find anyone. Retreats. Point says go right there. Caught. Lamb again.
Get into the scramble. Watch this little point. So he's going to move to his right. Now watch this little point. Oh, he's just saying, CD, go. And there he just looks him off, and CD Lamb.
3rd down. Prescott stands in, going for the corner for Cooks. He's got it. It's another touchdown, Cowboys.
At its top level, it's getting multiple guys the ball. CD Lamb, Ferguson.
3rd down. Prescott can't find anyone. Now going to take it himself, and he's going to get it in more. Prescott racing up near midfield, and he slides down with a first down for the Cowboys.
Here we go.
Second down, four-man rush. Prescott unloads quick. Ferguson, oh, great catch. Jake Ferguson goes up and gets it. Then down to the 41 he goes. I mean, there were four.
You know, you don't know what you don't know. They've got a young roster, very limited playoff experience, and right now, it doesn't matter.
Here's Prescott looking for a man. Has a man open, and it's caught by Michael Gallup. Room to run. Down to the 35. Prescott rifles over the middle, and he's got a touchdown to Ferguson.
It's just got to be so disappointing for this group. Everything went your way.
Prescott now going to air it out. CD Lamb makes the catch in stride. And it's a nice play, but a little bit too late. Here's Prescott. Going end zone, Ferguson, and he makes the catch, and he's got another. What were you saying?
No, I mean...
Here we go.
Quarterback draw, and it is a two-possession game. Prescott fires, Cooks has it, first down out across the 25, and unable to stop the clock, see if they could spike it for the 2-minute warning. And the stats almost a little bit misleading. Green Bay at one point was up 27-0 in this game. Prescott back again over the middle. There's what you said. Gallup right over the middle. Inside the 30 he goes with 1:29 left.